Hey guys, it's Deathbringer. So today they came out with this point system called AMS Points. And what you do is you buy, say, $10 worth of the points and you get 11 of the coins. 11 coins is actually, in a sense, worth $11 because it says right down here that it's 99 cents. After doing some testing, it actually does count 10 of these points as $10. So you don't have to worry about it actually taking 11 points. Because the game, if you add up 99 cents, it does not actually add up to the $10 if you use 10 of the coins, and you would expect that the game wants to use all of the 11 of them. But as you can see up here, that's not the case. It actually did leave me with one left over. So if you want to use these, all you have to do is buy it. Go to your whatever you want. You can say weekly privileges. You can do officer privileges if you have enough. Speaking of officer privileges, I know a couple people wanted to see exactly what you get. That right there is exactly what you get for the daily rewards. So, on to the next thing though. Say that you wanted to spend $10. It gives you this pop-up right here with selecting your payment method. So if you had 10 AMS points, or 11 like I did, then you can do pay with AMS points. And if you don't, then it'll default you down here to the normal online payment. So using those 10 points, it's just like $10, just like before. The only difference is that you get an extra one, so it's like getting one extra dollar. Now, if you actually do a little bit of math with that, though, you have to spend at least $50 to get a $5 pack. Because if you want to get 5 coins, $5, you have to spend this 5 times, so that's $50. If you want to get a $10 pack, you have to spend at least 100. So it's not really worth it in the long run. It might be if you're just trying to get a couple packs here and there, then I would not suggest doing this, because after 9 days it resets anyway. So it's going to kind of take your extra money that you had earned away. So if you want to do it, it's up to you. I don't necessarily suggest it though. It's just like if you were to go buy a normal pack. If you plan on spending $50 or $100 within the next 9 days or 10 days almost, then by all means you can get a free pack for that. If not, then I would just say go ahead and do the normal spending with your card or your redeem points or whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, and just do it normally. Now, with all that being said, I want to say that the game has started going towards a lot more spending. So the players are not being heard in terms of what they want fixed. They're not being heard by the devs and by the owner. I was talking with the owner through a GM the other day, and I have been sending him several different letters through the GM, everything like that. And he was saying that the devs are pretty much trying to say that everything is too difficult, that if you want one thing changed, that it's too difficult to do, and that they don't want to do it. So not only is that making them seem like really arrogant and stuck up and self-centered for not wanting to put in work at their own job, but it also makes it difficult because what I was trying to suggest was something for the players. I was trying to make an admin position so that it was a little higher than a moderator, but they would be able to hop battlefields and help the chats. They would be able to hop battlefields and not be able to attack people, so that wouldn't be an issue. And they would help the people, say that somebody had an inappropriate picture or name. We've all come across that. They would be able to hop to that battlefield, change that person's name, change that person's picture, and move on. Or say that the chat was being spammed by somebody and they needed help with it. Instead of waiting to have a GM get back to you and you having to submit them the screenshots, and then that GM would send them a warning. If they did it again, then you'd have to send the screenshots again, and then the person would finally be muted at most for like an hour or two. All of that being if you did not have a moderator in your server. So the admin would be able to hop servers and help with those sort of situations. You would be able to report that to a mod, then they would get in touch with the admin, and then the admin would take care of it. But again, they said that was too difficult. So I've started a petition, and I'm going to link it in the description below, and it's already gotten over 100 signatures within 24 hours, and I've only shared it on a couple different places. It is a place where you can sign it and you can leave a comment if you want, but what it's for is to let the devs and the owner of the game, the big boss at the top, it's to let them know that the players are not happy. That if they really want the game to succeed later on down the road and not just a temporary money pit that players are going to put a whole bunch of money into and then quit the game like we have been, then they need to start fixing the problems that we have, such as the Aegis glitches and the battles with our marches disappearing and just all of the stuff that we have problems with in general that they refuse to fix and that we've had problems with for several months. So I feel that if we as a community at least show them, I know that it's not a guarantee and it might be something that is worthless in the end, but at least we're going to try and we're going to show them, hey, we are going to come together as a community and say we are unhappy with this, we want change for the better instead of for lining your fucking pockets. And if we can do that, then if it changes it, then that's amazing. If it doesn't change it, then that just shows how greedy the game is actually becoming, and it shows their true colors. And it's extremely unfortunate that I have to say that, as I've been with this game for several months, almost a year now, and I've been a moderator for almost that entire time. So, for me to say that, I feel that it is extremely upsetting that we have to go this far. But it is what it is. Hopefully we can get it taken care of. Again, I'll link that in the description. And a quick disclaimer, after you fill it out, it's going to ask for a PayPal donation for the petition site that I used. Do not donate to that petition site unless you want to. But it in no way, shape, or form helps me, helps AMS. It's just for that site. So after you fill it out and you can leave your comment, it'll ask for the donation. All you have to do is exit the browser out and you'll be fine. From there, I have another video coming out sometime soon. I'm going to try to get it out before I leave New York, where I'm vacationing right now, which is a week from tomorrow is when I'm going to be heading out. So I will be trying to get my next tips and tricks video out because a lot of people have really liked that video. It has obviously the highest number of views and likes on my entire channel. So I'm going to try to go ahead and do another one for you. I know that it's a little bit boring having to hear me talk, but it all has to be said for the game to be quote-unquote fixed from our perspective. So with all that being said, again, I hope that I can get this done and submitted. The goal is 1,000 people on the petition. If we can get even higher than that, it's going to be amazing and just going to show that much more support. So I will talk to you guys within the next, hopefully, few days when I can put my tips and tricks guide together, and I will see you then.